Hello everyone and welcome to WMA Student News. I am Rishabh Kumar. In next 10 minutes, we'll literally bring on the heat. A crisis with drinking water in Delhi this summer. Why the cause is not crystal clear. All the honking. Is it because drivers can't take the heat? And what happened to Delhi's public transportation when everyone is trying to escape the scorching sun? The weekly weather report shows that temperatures in Delhi this week have been above average and it's going to get hotter. So what does this mean for the capital? Well, according to our reporters, everything from a drinking water crisis to increased transportation issues, the changing weather might be the cause. Okay, so first up, we have Ujjwala Vishwanathan reporting on Delhi's water woes this summer.
Delhi slammed into summer this week with temperatures nearly 4 degrees higher than normal, and people are feeling the heat. When temperatures are up, it's important to keep hydrated, but it's a struggle for some residents of the city to find water to drink. While there seems to be plenty of water flowing around the city, much of it cannot be consumed.
This water is not drinkable, but if we feel thirsty, we'll have to drink it anyway.
Most of the capital gets its supply of water from a variety of sources, including rain, ground, and river water. But supply is not the issue. Former Secretary of Water Resources, Mr. Ramaswamy Iyer, says Delhi gets more water than other Indian and even many European cities. If there is any crisis, it is one of our own making, through sheer mismanagement, profligacy and waste, and of course, grossly inequitable distribution. The inequality is caused both by the Delhi Jal Board's inefficiency in the supply of water, mixed in with the growth of private suppliers. The Delhi Jal Board is the main supplier for drinking water. They declined to comment on the water situation for our story.
If Jal Board gets its supply systems right and its metering right, then it can afford to supply a uniform amount across the city.
At times, some slum dwellers have to fight for their share of water for the day.
If we don't get piped water, we use the drinking water to wash our clothes and bathe. We refill our buckets the next morning when the tanker arrives.
Even as India celebrates India Water Week, some in the capital are still scrambling to get their daily quota of drinking water. Tankers are a common sight, and so is the pushing and shoving. Not surprising, since slum dwellers have access to only 5% of the city's drinking water, though they make up 25% of the city's population. Ujjwala Vishwanath, WMA News, New Delhi.
As temperatures rise in Delhi, what over the tempers on road? WMA wanted to find out, does the summer heat bring out the worst in Delhi drivers? Why does this happen so often in Delhi? Some says these are just the angry Delhiites. Some says it's only bad traffic. But the factor which gets overlooked, especially during the summer, the killer heat. We got onto the roads of Delhi to see how soaring heat affects motorists.
I feel so stiff in the heat, sometimes I grimace because the temperature is so do people's tempers. Some break into fights easily due to the heat.
Police says people who sit in AC cars do not fight so much, but the ones traveling in buses and motorbikes are very aggressive.
That may be a secondary thing, but for the attitudinal problem, for the parking spaces and on the heavy road vehicle strength on the roads are the primary causes of this crime.
There are more than 65 lakh registered vehicles in the city and 10,000 more are added each year. That means there is a lot of stress on the infrastructure. Couple that with the poor roads and long traffic jams, and the heat can take a toll on anyone.
Normally, in summers, tempers ride high, the stress levels are high, reactions to stress levels are such that make us act irrationally.
There seems to be no simple cure for the aggressiveness witnessed daily on Delhi roads. No one is spared the heat, least of all the traffic policemen who spend long hours in the sun. If you are on the road, rage is not all you should be worried about. Public transport is about to see more crowds and more sweat. Kamal Priyar braves the heat to bring you this story on how Delhi's public transport is one sweaty mess.
Hundreds of exhausted passengers are fighting to get onto the air-conditioned buses here in South X2. Among them is this senior from Okala. He was waiting for hours. He couldn't speak because of the extreme heat. He asked Jitendra Kumar from Lakshminagar to speak on his behalf.
I waited for more than 1 hour to get an AC bus to come. We don't have enough buses in the route I travel. If the bus is hardly available,
3,800 buses every day. Among them, 1,200 buses are air-conditioned.
As the temperature increases in Delhi, the number of people waiting for AC bus increases, but the government doesn't have any specific plan to accommodate the increase.
Sarath Kumar is the senior manager of Delhi Transport Corporation. He is working on getting 500 more AC buses, but it will take another 6 months.
Once the summer creep in, we have found that our earning suddenly goes up. People start using more this. In winters, these buses, their earning goes down to large extent. But now it has started picking up.
Welcome news for the passengers. But this auto rickshaw driver is worried. Rasim Ahmed has been rolling with changes for the last 25 years.
As the summer hits in Delhi, the income is lower. People use AC buses and metro trains in the hot weather conditions. AC buses and metros have seen fare increase, but auto rickshaws have remained constant.
Bus and metro transportations are the lifelines of Dalitis. More than 2/3 of the population depends on it, rather than more traditional modes of transportation. Just like waiting for cooler weather, Delhi's passengers will need patience for much-needed transportation upgrades. Reporting for WMA Student News, I'm Kamal Parya.
Some of the worst problems you could face this summer. Now it's time to tell you how to beat the heat. Rinchano Humsoy discovers a popular way to keep cool this summer.
With temperatures rising in Delhi, people are looking for a way to cool down. And here in the heart of the city, Raju Johan has just the answer. This thick pulpy wood apple or bell juice may not be everyone's cup of tea. But as Raju says, it's not for taste, it's for health.
bale juice is very good for your stomach. It facilitates digestion and it also protects from the hot wind.
Many people definitely seem to understand its health benefits. On a good day, the stall sells up to 400 glasses of bell juice. Cultivated mainly in India and mainland Southeast Asia, this cooling agent is also loaded with diverse health benefits.
The diet should be of more of the fruits and vegetables which are more watery. That is the best thing. Watermelons and all will be very helpful. Rather than going for the artificial beverages, it is best and it is healthy to go for the natural things which is available.
Tender coconut water is also another healthy summer drink. This antimicrobial water not only cools, it relieves stress as well.
It cools the body and mind. It also provides energy to the body. I feel it is very good and beneficial. It protects us from diseases and is much better than cold drinks.
There's no escaping the heat in Delhi, but at least there's a juice wala on every corner. Ranjana Humjoy, WMA Students News, New Delhi.
It's definitely a relief to be inside instead of battling that heat. From all of us here at WMA Student News in Delhi, thanks for joining us.